Hello, welcome to Miemie's Keepsakes. I'm Arnell. We are back with the 100-day project and we are on day 60. 40 more to go. That's not bad. It's better than day 1 when it was 100 or 99 to go. Anyway, so for today we are doing faux envelope pockets from collage book pages. I am going to just do a couple of collage book pages and then make the pockets. It's very easy to make. I have a bunch of scraps here, and I think what I'm going to do is I am going to make them a little smaller than I normally do, just because it's going to be a smaller piece of collaged pocket envelope. It's too big. I think there won't be enough variation, but we'll play around with this. Usually when I do a big page, I just kind of go in and use bigger squares. Okay, I have here I don't know if what language this is, but if it's Chinese or Japanese, I'm so sorry. I have no idea. I found the book in a thrift store and simply loved it. It's something different than what we normally have. It's always nice to have different languages and different fonts when you start collaging. And I'm just doing it randomly. I usually have no specific way of doing it. And I like to go mostly with straight edges. I don't... Sometimes I will add in, you know, just an odd torn edge. But most of the time I like to go straight edges. Or more squares. And sometimes if I do something like this with a nice printed page in the back, I don't even collage the whole thing. I don't see why, especially if I'm going to back it, or my paper if it's a nice book page and it's a sturdy book page. I just feel, why am I covering everything? But that's just me. Let's do this one here, and I don't have to cover that, for instance. And just going here through my pages to see what else we can add here on the bottom. Yes, we've been, I don't know, it's like 4 seasons all in one day. 1 minute I have a sweater on, the next minute it feels like I need a short sleeve t-shirt. I just don't know anymore. It's impossible to know exactly what to expect. But apparently next week we'll have nice warm weather, so I will see. I will keep you informed if that happens or not. Shall we add... I'm looking for a little bit more green. Doesn't seem like I have a lot of green here. Let's do that, and then we can cut that white off with the scissors. Just want to put it next to the light so I can see where the edge of the page is. Yeah, that worked out fine. And again, I'm not concerned about covering all of that. Let's add a different color in here. Yeah, so I have said before that I like watching people collage. I definitely do. I find it very relaxing. And of course, if you're collaging yourself, it's nice to see what other people are doing. And yeah, Tina just did little, just like small book pages like we're doing here. And I'm just taking there some of my glue pages. This is perfect for old glue pages. Let's see if we can find different colors here in the scraps. These I printed on very thin copy paper, so I thought they'll be great for collage. I think I want the red. Let's start with the smaller piece of scrap so we can use the smaller scrap pieces. Those will kind of go together. I'm just thinking at the moment, because I know the end product, so I'm thinking what will work for that. Yeah, and I didn't make a prototype today. I'm sorry. It's just one of those days again where, yeah, the day is just not long enough for everything you need to do. I don't want to make it too busy because then it's difficult to decorate sometimes. I think after this I will add some book pages in. There's some music. Need to get rid of this book page. It's already too much glue on there. Oh, come on. Okay, let's do these. So yeah, I have been trying to, like, I don't have a lot of big pieces of scraps left with this project, with the 100-day project. A lot of it needs bigger pieces of scraps, so I'm very happy about that. So, but I am growing my smaller pieces of scraps are growing very fast, so I'm trying to use the small pieces and make some collage pages in front of the TV every night. And I don't know if I told you, but that my husband finds that very annoying when I keep tearing the paper smaller and smaller. But now that I only have smaller pieces of scraps, most of them I don't have to tear anymore. I can just glue them down, which is great. So I have started a book with collages. I don't know if you've watched Tina's video on that. She had I'm just looking for pieces. She she made, I think it was her daughter's like a school spelling book or something, and she turned that into a collage book where she can keep her collage pages. So I started doing that, and I just love it. I just take any old, the other day I just used a magazine that came, you know, those magazines I put in the mail, it's junk mail, where they advertise houses for sale, or you know, whatever the deal of the week is. So I took that and I just started collaging in that book, and I love it. It's just, you can just keep on collaging, and then it's in the book, and I just do the front colorful or book pages, and then the back I just use coffee dyed paper for writing, and then you can cut it up into tags and things. I'll try to remember to link that video from Tina. And then she also did a book with, how many do we have? Only 2 yet. She also did a book where she's doing, she made from scratch, and she added some clusters in there. And I think Gaela Gustanelli did this, or did the same thing on camera, following Tina. So that is a lot of fun. That's my next project. And once that magazine is full, I did one book already of clusters, but I want to keep going and make more clusters, because I think clusters are just so easy to, it just makes your life so much easier. So I am excited to do that. Another cluster book. And that would use up a lot of my small scraps, I'm thinking, which would make me very happy. Yeah, so today we went to the nursery to pick up some extra cedars. A couple of our cedars didn't make it through the winter, unfortunately. So we're going to have to do that, and my husband is going to open up the irrigation because it's actually pretty dry here at the moment. We didn't get a lot of rain yet, and I don't know if we will, but I think it's time to start watering the grass and the plants because they're really dry. Oh, I think my glue stick is done. Almost done. Oh no, I just need to get it out a little bit more. Anyway, so that's what we'll be doing for the rest of the day. But at the moment, it is very early. The dogs woke us up again at the crack of dawn. And yeah, so now we're up. Might as well get stuff done, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know why the dogs decide at 6 o'clock every morning. You can almost put your alarm to them. That's when they want to get up and go outside, and then after that they want food. They don't want to go back to sleep. They want food and want to start the day, and it's just go, go, go after that. So don't know if it's just my dogs, but I would love to sleep in, especially on a Saturday or Sunday morning, please. What else do I have here that I can use? I did a whole batch of printing and I forgot to change. I was working on just bookkeeping things, so I had just regular copy paper in my printer, and then I forgot to change it over when I started printing again. And of course, only realized that it's on the wrong paper by the time almost everything was done printing. Very annoying. But anyway, I can still use it for collage, or I can also just back it with other papers and use it, I am thinking. Okay, I think we have 3 here. I'm going to finish this one and then we'll make the faux envelope pockets and go from there. Decorate 1 or 2. What shall we put? I just need something there. I think that I'll leave, and if I have something here I can leave that open too. It's fine. It's just, it's the book page on the back is actually pretty nice, so why cover it? Why mess with a good thing? Okay, there. Okay, let's see. I can keep collaging and make more of these because I have all my glue pages that I can collage, and I do have a lot of them. I can do that in front of the TV tonight. Okay, I'm gonna clean up all the collage piece papers. Put them in that basket. Just need a couple of glue pages that doesn't have glue on it. Okay, and then, so for the next step, you're going to make smaller pieces, and this one unfortunately is a very small page. So I'm wondering, I'm just going to cut it off here. That I can back and make a tag off. And just clean this up a little bit, because I did go over the edges. On this one, I think I'm just going to clean the edges up as well. And of course you can use your cutter, which I probably should do, but it's okay. Let's just cut it in half. And this one, let's clean this one up too. A little bit more there. Okay, and this one will cut in half as well. So the next thing we'll need is faux, just a flap for these. And I probably should have brought some neutral papers for this, but let's see what we can do with the scraps we have. There's a nice scrap that will work, and it's pretty neutral for this one. And maybe that one too. Okay, we'll use that for that. This one can go with that, but then we need something for these. We could use just music paper. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. And just because this music paper is a little flimsy, I am going to double them up to make the make the flaps. I'm just gonna put glue all over. And then double it up. Okay, so all you need to do for the flap is just want to make that these aren't nice and clean there. Okay, so all you need for the flap is a piece of paper the same width as your pocket bottom. And you can cut that off there. I think it should be good. Yes. And I'm just going to half this again, just because I think it should be enough for the other pocket as well. Okay, there's 2 flaps. So let's make a template. I'm not gonna fold it flat all the way, but just halfway, so that it is more or less the same. And then when I'm happy with this, yes, so I can use this as a template for all of them. All the flaps. Oops. And now I've got my template. That's not good. Don't do that. And then this one is nice and sturdy paper, so I think I don't have to double this up. Thinking it's very, I don't have anything bigger, so we'll just, this will have to do. That will be for the flap. And then we'll cut it the same width. And shall we do something different with this flap? Let's do, something like this. Not too bad, I think. Okay, and then these ones, this is actually very flimsy paper, so let's just, I still have some music paper left, so let's do that and double that up too. And I probably, let's see, if we make the flap, this way. I hope I'm not confusing you. The flap this way, and it should be same width as that. I'm just cutting the flap and then I'm going to double it up, because otherwise I'll have to do it, cut it twice and glue paper that I don't have to glue. It's just not big enough, so we'll do this one. Let's see if this one, yes, this would work for that one too. And we can just cut it smaller. this one, shall we just do maybe something like that? Okay. And I'm just using the first one that I've got as a template, and I want to clean up that top, so I'm just doing them all together. Okay. Okay, so the next step is to add your flap to your pocket base. And we'll simply, let me just get my ruler so I have it straight, because I can use these lines here to see that my fold is straight. My bone folder, that's that one, this one, oh, I need to clean my table. My table is getting very dirty with all the glue and stuff on here. Okay, another one. Let's just get that one straight as well, because I am very bad at getting anything straight. Cutting, folding, always crooked. It's just the way it is. I think this one is not straight. Maybe it was. Okay, and then this one. Okay. So let's put stuff away, and then we'll start gluing. So all you're going to do is glue the flap over your pocket, and you just kind of decide where you want it. Do I want it there or there? Maybe here, because then it's touching that same paper, but not too much. I don't know, does this look straight or not? Or maybe I glued that not straight. Anyway, let's not stress about that. Not that bad. If it's not straight, it's not the end of the world. We'll just say it has that handmade look. And that's your faux envelope. And once I can quickly show you, so this would just be your pocket that goes onto your page, and you'll glue it 3 sides, and then your pocket will be in the back there. And you can obviously glue it this way as well, but I would say this way makes the most sense. The other thing you can do is, if you glue coffee dyed paper on here as well, that obviously will give you a writing space, and then just paper clip it into your journal. That's another option. You can even decorate the back and have it as a flap or a flip out. There's so many things you can do with these. Just need to, that is a little bit wider than my card. And then another one. just 2 more. So Tina, the first week, on the week 60, she did a video and just did everything together. And on week 160, she did 2 videos, a part 1 and a part 2. I will link all those videos in the description box if you want to go watch that. Or you can always just watch her playlist for 100-day projects and watch all of them. If I can remember, I'll link my playlist for the 100-day project as well. If you want to go watch from the beginning or you want to watch older videos, you can do that too. Okay, so let's bring in a couple of things to decorate with. Maybe a couple of labels, some stamps. There's a purple butterfly. I don't think it's the right purple, but let's see. You never know. Where did I see that purple flower? Now I'm only seeing purple. Okay, I'll be back. Sorry, I just had to go quickly see what the dogs were up to. They were barking like crazy. There's still dogs sitting for our friends, so I'm not sure always why they are barking. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. The collage backgrounds do take longer, so if you have that done in advance, you'll definitely make more than 5. So, but let's decorate a couple. So I was thinking this is a little bit big. So Tina made a pocket, and you can always use the pocket as a tuck spot for your flap as well. And maybe I won't cut it any smaller, because then what are you going to put in here if it's too small? That's to make this a pocket. Just a small pocket, maybe for something to write a date in, or put, like I have a sprocket if you have those smaller printers for photos. That is, oh my goodness, that, let me take that out so it can dry. That would be, this pocket would be perfect for sprocket photos, or just even like something like this, just tuck it in there and you can write something small on there. But let's keep decorating, because I don't think that is enough. I have this fabric again that I've cut from a, it's almost like Swiss dots, but no, bit more textured. From my, I cut that from a shirt. So let's see if this goes in there. And say, for instance, you have something tucked in there as well. See, that already kind of decorates it up a little bit. I feel like we need more here, and maybe something on the flap. We can have maybe this butterfly on the flap. And I just kind of grabbed stuff again from my container. Do we want the pink? I think the pink is better, the pink lace. Just have this little piece that's been sitting here that I've cut off something as well. So why not use it? Or should we have it this way? Maybe something like that. And another butterfly. That could work. Let me just see, what else do I have here? These are just labels I made for a swap once, a long time ago. Maybe if we move everything up a little bit. I just feel the pocket is everything is busy and the pocket has a lot of white space here on the bottom. So maybe if we just add enough things to make it less open, clutter everything up. That's the idea. That's a tea bag, but it's just a teeny tiny piece of tea bag, and I'm wondering if I have something else. Oh, I have this still sitting here. It's packaging that came with something. I can't remember what. This might just be too small to go behind the stamp. I don't like that color. I like that color with it. So maybe I will glue these two together. Okay, wait. I think I need to glue this down because I want this underneath my lace. And this, the lace here. Just get the sequence right. Then my stamp. Label. And then the butterfly on top. And we'll just keep layering, just keep adding stuff. And just stop just before you think it's too cluttered. And then this, do I want that up there? Or I grab my wax seals when I went downstairs to check on the dogs. Maybe that's just a bit much for this one. Let's just find something, just a little something behind the butterfly. And this would be a sticker that's just, yeah, it would be see-through once we put it down. The ones with those vellum stickers. Let me just see if I can get this. I just need to be close there to see where the paper, there. Okay, I've got it. My eyesight is not what it's supposed to be anymore. Oh, and it's not straight. Does it matter? No, let's just leave it. And then let's put the butterfly there. Okay. Yeah, the butterfly is a little bit bigger than the rest, but maybe out of proportion. But I kind of like it. The fact that it's kind of looks not right. I don't know how to explain that. But yeah, almost clashing. Okay, let's call that one done. I can always add more, or whenever I'm going to add it in the journal, I can decide if I want to add more or not. So this one, I mean, this flap will have some secret journaling, and obviously underneath this flap you can still write some journaling as well. So you don't necessarily need a pocket. Shall we see if we can add a wax seal to this? I made the wax seals, and so I am itching to use them. Oh, I sat for a couple of nights, quite a couple of nights, and made some wax seals. Okay, let's see if we can use that one on there somewhere. So this is more white. I have this white lace, but I don't know if we'll use it. Let's see what we can add. That is not, it's kind of, there's a lot of different purples in here. Let's see, this one is too blue, I think. This one is not the right shade. Well, I suppose it's okay. Doesn't totally go, but again, it's okay if it clashes a little bit. Why not? I sat down the other day and I fussy cut, I think it was a kit with 169 butterflies, and I fussy cut all of them, and I think I'm almost out of all my fussy cut pieces. But I have to say, I think I've used quite a bit of, I almost feel like I want to do something different than butterflies at the moment. Maybe I'm looking for birds. Maybe something like that. And again, can we bring in the brown maybe? Don't know. That's not the right color either. When it's this busy, it's definitely a little harder to decorate than on a plain background for sure. I have this kind of, what would you call this purple color? Oh, wait. Look at that. The queen might just work on here. Kind of would like to use the wax seal if I can tie all of this together. Somehow. Okay, I think I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to add some lace on the bottom. So let's start with the lace, because otherwise we might be here until tomorrow. I need to decide what else and start looking for stuff. That's why I have the bowl here on my table, because I feel if I only have X amount of choices, it's almost easier to decorate rather than going around my room and pulling everything out, because that's what I usually did. Rather than doing that, the bowl is, I just have to pick what's in there, and most of the time, almost every time, there is things in my bowl that I can definitely use, and it makes decisions easier with a limited amount of options. The options is what throws me off, and that's why sometimes when I make journals it takes forever, because there's too many options. So I want to glue this down so that all of this ties together somehow. Something like this. So the queen needs to be, I'll keep my eye on that spot. The stamp needs to go underneath there. And then my fussy cut flower. Okay. And my butterfly here. Okay. I have to get rid of that extra glue. Okay, and then my wax seal. And so hopefully the wax seal, the weight of the wax seal will keep my flap down, so I don't need a closure for it. And like I say, you can always use that area underneath the flap to do some secret journaling. So let's just clean up quickly before we bring out all our envelopes that we made, faux envelope flaps. So let's talk about the 100-day giveaway. I haven't said anything about that yet. So we'll be giving away some of the ephemera that I've made during the second half of the 100-day project. From day 51, the projects we make from day 51 to 100 will be in that envelope for the giveaway. And so today's nominees are Tammy and Anne. I'll have your names, your last names and names in the description box, so you know who you are and that you will be in the giveaway box. So let's see what we made. We made 5 today. Oh yeah, I didn't make a prototype. So we made 5 envelopes and decorated 2. Here's the 2 decorated envelopes or pockets. It's just a faux envelope. It's Tina called it a faux envelope pocket from collage book pages. So we collaged these parts and then we just made a flap and turned it into a pocket. So thank you for watching today, and I will see you again tomorrow with the 100-day project. Bye!